Hello, music friends. Welcome to another Composing Live. My name is Josh, and we'll be writing some music inside of the box today in the studio. On today's stream, we'll be finishing an epic track that we started 3 episodes ago. This is part 4 of the series. Also, be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Any help goes a long way. If you want to support and learn more about that, you can find more information in the descriptions below. All right, so let's go ahead and recap today's track here. So what we started on was from last time was this this triple A, or actually it's a double A section. And so let's go ahead and start here and just see how it sounds from that point on. Is the music playing? Let me go ahead and stop the music now. All right, so here we go. Let's go ahead and press play. Okay, so we actually finished up this section right beforehand, and then this is kind of the section that needs work. Now I remember. So what we're going to do is we're going to press play from the beginning, and as soon as we hit that measure 70, I'll let it run a little more, but we'll have to figure out a way to make this last section big and make it the finale. So here, without further ado, is the beginning, and let's go and press play. Okay, so that's the idea right there. With that being said, what I like to do is just make sure, I think some sound dropped out last minute. I just want to make sure that things are working as it should. Let's do it in groups real quick. Sometimes my DAW will do some weird things and disconnect to be an ensemble, so I just want to make sure that nothing disconnected here. Seems okay. Let's try this one. Okay, so everything's working. I don't know if you guys heard that, but it dropped out some notes here and there. That's kind of normal when you're working with a big template like this. But I'm gonna press play from here because something wasn't right. And I'm just want to make sure that everything is. I don't know if I saved funny last time or what, but let's just make sure everything's working again. Okay, that was much better that on that run. I think sometimes there's a buffer in the latencies and how that all works with the computer, and so sometimes just giving it a fresh start after letting it rest for a second helps. So that sounds good. I'm pretty happy with the way everything has come around. This track sounds really clean. What I mean by that is sometimes I'll write music that just is there's just so much that's involved, and then it gets kind of muddy. So what I appreciate on this track is it's a bit more clean sounding, and you can really hear like all the melodies and all the parts. There's not a lot of conflicts. Um, yeah, so everything complements each other. The last part then is this section, as I was saying, is how to get this to really pop. And I might have made a note here and there, so I just want to just double check and see what I said last time. I want to bring down volume on the violins and strings on measure 25. So this I can actually touch this now. Also, add some horn rips at the this little end of the bridge section, measure 67, 68. Also add an extra half note right before this moment. Add an extra half note right before this moment. What did I mean by that? Let's see. So I'm gonna go over here. Add an extra half note right before this moment. Not sure. I don't know. Maybe I was on something last time, or I'm just gonna delete that note. I think it sounded fine as is. So let's not add an extra half note, and let's go over here and just add these two notes that I made. So one is a horn rip, so that's easy. Let's just add that in now. Let's look at horns. Sometimes it's better to separate this, so let's see if I can, let's just say horn, and let's see what horns come up. So I have these arc horns, which are really nice. Let's try this one and turn this guy on and see what happens. Also, sometimes my tablet just decides to not connect anymore, so this is happening right now. I would need that on this, and I'm gonna just cross my fingers. Okay, it's working now. Great. So let's go over to this track again. I'll open up all these tracks in case I need something. Oh, I guess I don't need this tablet per se to switch up articulations. Hello there. But yeah, so this is a nice little sound for this moment. So going to 68, 69, if I press play and maybe just solo the brass for a second. Let's do that. And let's do this. Okay, that might be late, so I'm just gonna tuck it in here somewhere. Let's do that. Boom. Cool. Perfect. So that might be a lower sound than I was expecting, but the time is right. So let's find a different note. We're in the key of D. Okay, so that's more like it, an octave higher. Okay, that was a little too quiet. Okay, so that sounds pretty cool. What if we did both? I'm curious how that would sound. Interesting. Interesting. Anyways, that really works. And then anything else here? You know, it's a bit mellow sounding. I feel like it needs a little more drama here. Okay, so that's partly why. We need to just make it a little more clustery sounding, I think. It's a bit too clean. I mentioned clean earlier, but if we could do that and also just mess with the faders. And is this the bottom line? I think this is the bottom line. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So definitely can cluster this a little more. When I say cluster, sometimes what I mean is like just incorporating different parts of the chord so that or not incorporating parts of the chord is what I mean, so that it's just there's a lot more tension. Okay, so that's one idea. So we can do not F sharp. Actually, let's have the D be the highest note, and let's go. Something. Let's see. Something like that. So the notes were D, E, G sharp, A, and D, I believe. Hey, Greg, welcome to the show. Let's see here. So we have D, E, like that. And then if I go... Okay, let's solo this. Okay, that's kind of interesting. So we're doing like a tritone there, right? Okay, now let's try the second half. This is a good start. So then we have dun 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 dun, and maybe we'll add an F sharp in there. Okay, so then okay, so let's do another tritone up there. I'm still thinking maybe I should go up on this note. So if I do a tritone there and then go up, and let's make sure that the volume also creeps up, if I forget. Okay, so these are just pending. I might change a lot of this, but this is sort of the idea. So then if I go, I'm already at the tippy top. I'm just going to keep bringing this up. We might need a little bit more juice down here too, so I'm going to do that. Okay. All right, so it's going to sound dirty. Let's listen to the brass and all the brass, maybe strings. Let's start there. Okay, all right, so now we're going to have to decide on which notes we want to keep and which ones to change. I'm leaning towards a tritone sound, so. Or we could do a B flat, so like a sharp fifth. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put this one into the other voice. And let's make sure that that grows. And maybe instead of a hold note, we'll keep that short and go. Okay, now I think that sounds better. So if we go. Is that, let's see here. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. Let's put this volume down just a little bit. Okay, so a little more dramatic. Now, if that's the case, I'm going. Might want to try doing some leading tones on there as well. Okay, let's listen to this now. Okay, so let's copy this. We'll keep an A here, but we'll do a sharp fifth on this one. Let's see if that does anything. So thinking which notes we would move. Bum 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 bum. So now that I'm thinking about it, this could be 2 chords. So going up here, if we go D, we'll do more of a D major, traditional D major chord. Let me unlock this so I can do that. Then this one would be kind of a, I don't know, some kind of suspended chord that resolves to this D. If there's a sharp fifth in there, we could say this one, although, yeah, flat 13th or a sharp fifth. Okay, and then that might work better. So then if I go here and go and add this into the mix. So we have this resolving to a D, then let's move that down. And I'm not sure about like a D7, what that would be. I guess that works. There's a little more drama there. So then that would change this D flat 13th chord and this resolving to D7 chord. Yeah. let's keep going and see how this all plays out. There's a little bit of rubbing that will happen until we start changing all of this around. Okay, so let's go ahead and lock this track. All right. Greg is saying, maybe to make the transition smoother, lower the 3 to 4 notes of your staccato brass. There you go. Ah, lower the 3 to 4 notes of your studs. When you say lower, you mean the volume or actually lower it on the notes? Let's see here. So let's add this and this into the mix. Okay. This probably needs a result in A. Lower the notes or make them higher as you want them. Bum, oh, bum, 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 bum. And we could do that. On the last 3 to 4 notes. Okay. I'll play around with it. Okay, so let me solo this now with the brass and just double check what I'm doing here if it's aligning. So let's go here and here. Okay, where's my strings at? Let's do this and see how that looks. Okay, so this one is going up, huh? Bum, bum, bum. So question would be, if I do this, that changes the feel. Bum, bum. So we're doing a augmented chord here. That makes sense. If we do this right, it'll sound good, but it still has a little bit of tweaking to go. Okay. All right. So then what else do we have in terms of notes? We have the timpani. We have bass. Okay. So then looking at the Woodwinds again one more time. We have some A's. Should I just change all my A's to A flat or A sharp? Okay, let's mute this one. Nope. Let's mute this. What's this one? This one. Okay, so let's mute the horn. Cool. I'm going to do also one other thing. So looking at these guys, these are the melodies. So maybe if I take that lower note in. Okay. And if I were to even lower this one. Okay. Some of these notes are not chopped right. There should be da 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 on the end there. So that's another thing to look at. Okay. All right, then let's do one other thing. The horns are actually Spitfire, and I think, yeah, these are all Spitfire stuff actually. Jaegers are only with the strings for this one. I'm gonna do some tweaking on the mod wheel here. Let's try it again. Okay. Maybe instead of going to the G here. Okay, let's do a little pickup note. Let's do another note with it. So. Okay, and then let's look at the horn. Needs a resolve there. Okay, and then this is at the tippy top, so it's kind of hard, but you know, I could sort of do a cheat by bringing up the CC7 a little bit more, or exaggerating that a little bit. So it gives it a little bit of an illusion. Maybe not too much, but that's the idea. So then there's more travel room there with the dynamics. Okay, so then let's hear this all in context one more time. Okay, yeah, a lot more drama now, right? I just want to make sure that all of these, I should probably just scroll down. All of these should have chopped up eighth notes here. Yeah, I think that's good, except for the ones that are holding the notes. So there you go. Okay, all right. So the other change I was going to do real quick was add a volume change So bring down the volume at measure 25. So it's not the initial notes of the phrase I think are fine. Something's not right. Oh, okay. That's the Woodwinds. Hello. So over here, I'm gonna tweak just like the last part of the phrase. So maybe right there, just is a bit loud. It's a bit hot. So, you know, we can tuck that down. But here's one. I'm gonna undo that. Here's a quicker way to do this. This is a little trick I find if you're working with a lot of MIDI. And if there's similar phrasing, just hover over the notes that you're working on, and just look at all of your parts. So this one wouldn't be affected. Maybe I can go just a little more like that. Okay, that looks good. That's all within this locator. Okay, so then what you could do is do a shortcut. I have one set for that and see how that sounds. That's a global move. That should affect all of my MIDI. That's not as loud now. Maybe this one hasn't changed. It just kind of tucks it in. I think that works. Okay. Same. That one's better. I mean, even visually, you can see how it doesn't go as much or go as high. One thing I did notice is if you guys use specific strings at all, let me make sure those are highlighted. The specific strings tend to do a little crescendo when you hold down the note, even if you're not affecting any of the volume. So sometimes you kind of have to fight it a little bit and put it down when it's about to crescendo in the sample. Just a thing I've noticed. And that with the other layered Spitfire stuff tends to mix really well. So like if you know your samples, you know how they behave. You'll be able to just pinpoint the problems. Is this a Thomas Bergerson inspiration? Not really. This one, I was just, well, so I'm writing an album, and this will go on the album. So in some shape or form, Thomas Bergerson is like an inspiration on the album itself. It doesn't mean every track will sound like him, but and it's not just him. There are other composers that I've been listening to. But that one rings a bell just because it's kind of close to what I'd like it to be. It's that more of an epic, uplifting feeling. All right, so then over here we have this little transition. Let's listen to it one more time before we move on to the last part. Okay, you know what it needs? I think we're also missing just a little more drumming or something heavy and bombastic here. I think that could also make that drive more. So let's see. Okay, so let's incorporate one more library. Actually, I do have some here, don't I? Okay, so even that is a little bit weak sauce. Let's look at the Armageddon library. This one, or is it the toms? I think I meant to do Armageddon, this one, and then let's look at this one. Let's look at trying to think. Acoustic libraries. Jun. What am I thinking? Jun. Action Strikes. Or, oh yeah, Arc 1. That's what I was gonna say. This Arc 1 has some cool hits. So let's look at the perk hits here. And there was Arc 1 again, but let's see. Epic Percussion. This one. Okay. So this could work really well. Let's see. Right, something like that. It's hard to have that cut through because then like compressors and stuff start kicking in. Something like that. Hey, Mr. Longacre, good to see you, man. Tap Peru. Okay, so we have. All right, so there's that. Let's quantize that. Okay, what else? We could probably layer that. That just kind of rings a little more, which is nice. Okay, and then we could also draw in some faders as well. Right, that's a bit much, but let's hear it in context. Yeah, I do have the Damage 2 library. Okay. All right. So yeah, this one right here is my backup plan. So let's try that one too. I feel like that Arc one, it has some bite, but it just that you can't really beat that, right? Let's see. But I think maybe layering that even together would work really well. I don't think these affect the volume though. Okay, so let's hear that with that, and then I have another note. Let's delete that. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to just bring all of this down a little bit. Okay. All right, let's hear how it sounds now. Okay, cool. And then the crash cymbal will help too. So we have some crashes here, and we can go 1. Bum, 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 bum. So if we go like that. See if that's too much. I think that works pretty well. We could probably go louder. Okay. This one is a hair behind the beat for some reason. I'll push that 4 too. Okay. Cool. All right, so I think we're ready to move on to this next part. That little beat helps push us over to the top of the mountain, right? Figure of speech with the thumbnail of this picture of this video. Um, Now, the idea was we can have this playing. Yes. Wow. 3 hours, Greg. Dang, that is 3 hours tonight to catch a stream. Well, I hope I'm not, making you lose sleep. Um, yeah, sleep is important. But I do appreciate you being able to join us over in France. All right, so let's go ahead and think about this melody. Okay. Instead of going da 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 da, well, you know what? Actually, we have we can do this. So let me just do something here. Okay, that'll work. Okay, so we repeat the melody in whatever instrument that will be. I'm not sure, but probably trumpet will be a good fit. So let's do this. So I'm going to put this as kind of a proof of concept again. Okay, so we have that. Let's make sure all these plot points are working. Okay. Good. You hear the drums come in here, but you know what? We need to put the drums right at the start. So let's add that into the mix. We go like this. Let's just do a step. All that's okay. I'm not sure if we need that for now. Put that there. Okay. How's the volume on this? This is at 0 dB. Okay. All right. So another thing we can do is maybe layer this drum beat with other things. So, because I heard something here. Where's that coming from? Boom. Let's see. Am I missing something? Oh, I see. Okay, so might have to edit this. Let's just go bring this over here where the start of the beat is. So that's a good first initial hit, but then when we go over here, what I'll do is let's see, boom. That first hit needs to be about 3 decibels quieter. Right, something like that. Okay, so if we can maintain that over here to the rest of the time, that should work. And then we probably want to hit another hard boom right here, which is, I think, actually this measure. So 78. So then going back here, let's just do one of these big hits again at the start. There we go. And then let's continue this thing again over here. That's making sense. So it sound a little more consistent. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure where the next phrase will be, but somewhere in that part we'll figure it out. Okay, so that drum sounds a lot more powerful. On top of that, we could maybe add our new friends, which is these guys. But you know, sometimes that might be too muddy, so we gotta be careful. Let's see how it sounds. Okay. Actually, how would this sound? Okay. Ah. Yeah, put my volume up a little bit. Okay. So the question is, should I do anything with this part? Done. Done. What if I went dun dun? It's a bit much. Okay. Let's listen to just the drums. Okay. My computer is kind of struggling here because you can hear samples just like kind of chopping in and out. So it's something we'll deal with. That's partly these guys here, partly the drums too, I would say. But there's just a lot going on here. But with that, let's look at the bass line. So the bass line and drums can really help drive this forward a bit. All right, so that's just a nice little thing going on there with the drums. The only thing I can say here is, what if we brought up the velocities? Because I think that changes the sound. Yeah, it's a little bit brighter sounding, right? Okay. Now let's look at the these things down here. Okay, so what we could do is on the first half we do this driving thing, but then on the second half we do the sustain thing. So we go here, like that, basically. Do 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 do. It's saving. All right. Okay, and these should be long. Right. So there's a nice little progression there as that goes, and we could do that for the strings as well. So the strings are going boom, boom, boom. So we can go here and fix that as well. This will take a little bit longer, so bear with me. Let's see. Let's do this too. Okay, got that. What's next? This. I wonder if I did like these two together, what happens? Oh, that's faster. Okay, so then let's see. If I go like, as long as it's the different, not the same note, I think, yeah, it won't glue to other things. That's a little bit faster. I learned something new today. So then let's go all parts like that. Okay. Let's change the articulation to sustain, I guess. This one is probably better. Sustain marcato for that one. Sustain marcato. Okay, here this I wonder, portato sounds good too, but it might not hold as long as we need it. So let's listen to that now. Okay, cool. So there's that. These should all match up, by the way. So one thing I like to do with the bass line is just make sure that these don't have different bass notes. They should be the same, because it gets really muddy quick if you're not playing the same notes. Same with timpani. Just double all the bass the same way. Speaking of timpani, I don't have anything. No timpani whatsoever here. So that's something to remember and to add in as we help fill this up. So that's one idea I had. I think that'll help bring some energy. I could do it here too, but I kind of like progressing towards the end to just keep building it. Okay, so I think then, am I missing anything else? Oh yeah, the bass line here. These are synth basses, huh? Okay, so we're gonna have to double that up as well. So this note, I guess, has a sustain, but it's not very long. So I guess we'll do it. We'll go like this. Glue that together. Glue that together. Glue that together. Boom. Oh, didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I see what I'm doing. There you go. Okay, same thing here. Boom. Boom. And boom. Okay. Okay, let's turn off the modulation. Okay, and now let's just check this bass line with the strings. Just make sure that they're the same. Did I not? I might have messed up on the strings here. So let's see what I did wrong. Did I do that right? Maybe it's the bass that I messed up on. It's the bass that I messed up on. So let's do that real quick. Okay. Yeah, it looks all good though. So then we're gonna go here and press play somewhere. Oh yeah, a nice fat bass underneath. Okay, great. So looks like we have some people talking about sample libraries. Sorry, I've been so focused. I'm not really reading through, but Greg has a lot to say about libraries, and so if you guys have any questions, let me know too. I was a big East-West person for a while, but then I graduated on other things. I think in the end, you use what you have, and especially if it's if you're starting out, I would say it's nice to have good libraries early on, but you can still get a lot done and learn a lot with just anything. It can even be stock libraries like the Cubase, Hallian stuff, or the Logic stuff. Anyways, that's my little 2 cents. Okay, so then we have here the beginning. So I talked about timpani. Let's add timpani in the mix. And since I'm freshly off from the bass line here, let's just do this and copy this as a sort of a template. I might even just do that, throw it on there and call it good. But let's just hear how it sounds. Okay, and I'm not sure why it's going dun 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 dun. Doesn't make sense. Oh, I think I know why. No, those are the rolls. So if I play it, there you go. Okay, so let's do that with the bass line. Go like this. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's put the volume down at this section. That's a little more bounce. Okay, cool. All right, I have an idea to make this all of the bass line more exciting, because the bass line is pretty simple. I'm just gonna add some more rhythm to it. Okay, that's all of it, right? Okay, so we're gonna double up on some of those notes. So dun, 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 dun. Let's do that. Dun, dun, dun. And make sure that I have all these selected. Let's go hide some of this stuff. Okay. Bum, bum. So on this part, what's gonna be fun is we actually make this as like a long note, like a tenuto marking. So then we have to change the articulation as well. There's a lot of different notes here. I think I got them all. What about the synths? Yeah, okay, I got the synths too. Oh no, I didn't. Oh, there's one more. Haha. Gotcha. Okay, so then let's go to the start, and yeah, I guess I don't need that. I'll just do this and make this a long, make this a long, make this one a long. Oh, I found one more. Look at that. Make this portato maybe. What's this one? Portato. Portato is kind of like a tenuto in Jaeger. All right, I think I got it all. We can roll this one. Okay. Okay. All right, so then let's press play. Is that gonna be good enough? So that was from measure 70 to 78. Gotta ask myself, is that all we need? Maybe we could add like maybe a crash cymbal at the start. Let's see, where are you? It's this one. So there's that. What else? I feel like this could be a little bit busier. Let's see what I've used in the past. Am I just doing this or okay? I see. So maybe we just do it all that. Like that. Just keep it all busy. To the next section in a second. Hey, thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. Let's see here. So then we have most of the drums sound pretty full. Let's look at Woodwinds now. Okay, I feel like the clarinet's a bit loud, so let's go ahead and bring the clarinet down a little bit. Okay, so how should I do this without affecting the previous? Let's do that. Let's still adjust the other ones. I feel like the flutes can be louder, so let's bring the flutes up. Oh, hello. There we go. Chords. Let's look at the chords. What are we at? G minor, B flat, F, C minor. G minor, B flat, F, C minor. G minor. Let's make sure that these don't overlap. I'll just do this in octaves. I'm not sure what I was thinking before. I should just go octaves on these guys, at least. And then it'll sound better. C, G, G. Okay. Okay. These if you notice here, these change to legato articulation. Okay. All right, so let's go there that much. Okay. All right, so now I think we're ready for the next part. Next half. And I really don't want to add choir to this one. I could add choir just as another element, but I've like a lot of my tracks in this album, I would say half and half. Like some of them have choir, some of them don't, and it's just good practice to be intentional with what you're going to write. So that's that. I'm sticking with that. No choir on this one. Although that would make it sound even bigger, huh? So we have that. Yeah, I'm thinking we're good. I am looking at the one that I overlooked was Marimba, but I don't know. I guess we could add Marimba here. I guess we could do that. That would actually create a different dynamic because there's no marimba in the beginning, huh? If we were to do something with marimba, I think then the strings here, bum 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 bum, this little ostinato pattern would be interesting to use down in this area. So just as a quick thought. I like doubling this with this other one. Just kind of they both sound quite different. So great. Okay. So then as the melody is played again on this second part, I'm going to just see how this plays together. Okay, so let's add this doubling up here. Okay, let's bring up the volume. Let's go like this. Like that. Okay, so. Okay, and then this one seems to be missing the bottom. it like flipped. This one has the top, this one has the bottom. I don't know what happened there. Okay, great. Okay, so the trumpet and that first violin works really well together. Let's look at just the strings in general. So let's do some shaping with a bass line. What's the best way to do this? Are we at the same levels? No, slightly different. Okay, well that's okay. I'll do it one at a time. Yeah, there'll be more added toward that spot, toward the end there, but let's just keep going with this plan. So we have this and this. On that note, we could probably just do that with the other lines. Let's see, there's the brass. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't affect anything here too much. Okay, There's also the Pacific side. I overlooked that, so let's actually do this real quick. I'm not sure what to do there yet. Let's do the brass real quick. Just the low one. Let's delete this. Let's try again. Gotta match up the numbers down at the left here. Cool. All right, let's look at other things. Down here we have I'm doing some shaping here. You know, honestly, this could probably be shaped a little more just in general, so I'm going to do that right now, starting at the very start of this. Just a little bit. And there's what's nice about doing these little tedious tasks is you get to hear these parts, and as you do it, something might click. And I think I heard a part here that might sound better. There we go. Is it G minor first? G minor. Okay, so let's change this to G minor. So then with the voicing of the melody, we have to sort of support that a bit more. So this chord is B flat. So, and that also is important to shape that just a bit. There's a little bit of a crescendo here. Maybe I went premature there. Like that. Cool. All right. So there's that. There's also trombone here that's just not playing. So then you start noticing these little things that you're like, what? Huh? What's going on? How come I didn't add that before? So then let's see what we can do. I bet a lot of this will be doubled up in here. So I mean, honestly, we could probably do it without, but just give it a little more energy with everything, let's just throw the whole entire kitchen sink into this part. So meaning have everyone play as much as you can. There's even a tuba that's below it, that track, but let's see. Right, and then like the bottom part can be either tuba, like this bottom part. I mean, it would work really well, I think. Might as well, or we could double it with the other brass part. But I'm gonna try this and see what happens. So it's not quite that low. Anyways, let's do this real quick. Let's shape these guys in conjunction with their families. Oh, hello. That's too. Yeah, this ramp thing is takes a bit to get used to. It's like quiet, so we need to bring this up. Tuning is pretty bad, as you can hear. We can sometimes what I do is I'll actually use the pitch bend to fix some tuning issues. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's also her mode tuning. I've been using it. I think it's an older thing with Cubase, but I don't know if you guys know this. There's as long as your project session is turned on, which in this case it's not, but let's say if I did that and then I turn this tuning on, I find that it does make a difference. I don't know about the Spitfire stuff, but with like some of those jazzy stuff I write, like the what's it called, session horns and native instruments, that makes a huge difference. There's some overlap here, as you can see. So let's shorten this and make sure that they don't overlap, because it won't trigger the sound. I don't know why this C is down here, so let's fix that. Let's just delete it. Oh, I see. So then maybe this one should go down to C. Okay. All right. So then let's do shaping for this real quick. Let's redo this second half here. Okay. There's a doubling here that probably needs to change. Let's see. So this is a B flat chord, or sorry, G minor chord. Wait, is it? Let's see, G minor. No, this is a C chord. Okay, so does this need to be changed? I guess not. Anyways, okay, so all right, I keep going back to this first half, but I really need to get going on to the second half. Second half is about here, I think. Or is it here? Oh, okay. Nope. This is the second half. Okay. Okay, cool. Those trills are interesting. Okay, first off, I probably need to tone this down if I keep it. Okay. All right. Next on the agenda, balancing is a little better. I kind of like that. I mean, it brings this track back to home base. It's a nice circle back, but we just gotta make it sound bigger, even bigger than it is already, just a little bit. Well, we got crashes. We got a lot of the drums. Thinking we just need to bring it up a extra level. So for one, we can I can just boost this volume right here, make that 1 decibel louder. Okay. This stuff we could perhaps change. Okay. See. What if we had a snare drum? So, what did I change something here? Yeah, I did. Okay, so let's do this also while we're here. Dun 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 da 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 da, like that. Okay. So that's one change. Let's add snare. I think there is snare in the loop, but let's let's just reinforce that here with another snare. I'm not sure which ones I have turned on at least. Let's see. So the ones that are not disabled, these enabled tracks, they should be connected with my VN ensemble right now. We can try this Jaeger one. It's a little thin sounding. Okay. So let's look at this for a second and see what I did. Samples are struggling. So we have to freeze some tracks or render some tracks if we have to. I'd rather not, but sometimes you just gotta do that. Let's see. Dot 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 dot. Okay, there we go. So there's that sound. There's also variation. So like if I did this, I think that sounds a little better. Okay. All right. So let's exaggerate the accent there, like that. Okay, and let's bring this down just slightly, and then we can audition this now. let's just go to the end there. Okay. Sounds pretty good. Let's just, for fun, listen to this. I'll have to probably add these in. Oops. It's a bit loud, so let's bring that down. Right? It sounds really nice. It cuts through. It's cool. Let's try this one. Okay, probably my least favorite. So I actually liked the Ludwig even better than the calf head. Let's go back to this the field drum and turn that on. This one's the least intrusive. It really blends with everything, and it could just be the volume. Let's listen to this Ludwig again. Yeah, it's probably the volume. I think we have a winner. Let's try the Ludwig. All right, so awesome. Glad you guys agree with the snare. Okay, so snare is making it sound better. Awesome. Glad to hear. Let's keep that up, and let's think of some other things we can try. So we have crash cymbal hitting at the start of the phrase. I think we can go a little busier and just like add a crash every 4 bars. That's about right. Even 2 bars. Okay. Ja, ja. Okay. So that'll help too. Let's think. We have snares taken care of. I'm going to press play from here. Sorry, something sounds funky with the loop there. Is this on the downbeat? So here's what we need to do. The trumpet solo is nice, but it's a bit thin once this next section comes through. So we either use like a 4 trumpet. I mean, like a ensemble. I think that'll help. This one works really well. This one works pretty well too. So let's try the arc one and just double that. We also want to support this with some harmony. Let's make sure they're in sustain. There we go. Okay, so G minor. What was the next chord? B flat. Solo this. Let's also make sure these are all. Let's do quantize on these ones. That. Okay, B flat minor, G minor, B flat. This one is F, and then this one is C minor. Okay, so then do that, and let's go one more just below that. Let's also make sure the volume is at a good level. Okay, so then we go G minor in the beginning, B flat major, F major, and this is C major, G minor again. No, yeah, G minor. So I did this wrong. And then this is a F major. And what do we have? A D. Is it? I thought F major is here, so I got this one mixed up as well. Okay, there's your F major. There's your. Let me see here. Yeah, so I got this wrong. This one is C minor. Okay, so what's this chord? This is G minor, and then it was, I'm drawing a blank, B flat. So let's put this to D, and there you go. Okay, let's listen to that soloed. Okay, let's try again. Okay, and then let's see. Sometimes doing too much in the melody is like, it gets so bright. So maybe if I just use this as trumpet 2 and 3, and this is trumpet 1, that might work really well. And maybe you can double that. Yeah, let's see if this works. Yeah, although this one has a nice tone. This is the East-West, by the way. You guys were talking about East-West a little earlier. I really like some of the East-West stuff still. Although their stuff can get wonky sometimes, but I mean, I think all libraries are like that. Okay. Then let's hear that. So what do I have also over here? I'm just curious. I had, and these are bass lines. And then, yeah, interesting. So then, yeah, because strings are kind of, the high strings are, at least we're playing in the beginning. And then they switch off from the legato thing to this thing over here. I guess I could keep them all on the same track, but I don't know. I really like just keeping these in the ensemble tracks. It just makes things a little easier. But I'm just wondering if I can squeeze out a little more out of the strings somehow. Let's listen to the strings. sounds pretty full. I mean, I think we could make this a little louder, just to put more energy, like that. Okay. And if that's the case, let's just do that again in the marimbas. Oh man, there's some. Okay, I'm gonna have to change this. So. So I'm gonna just render all of this right here. It's gonna take a second, but it just keeps acting up. All right, what did I miss, guys? I'm gonna scroll through here. You guys, it looks like you had some fun talking back and forth here. False advertising. What's that all about? Boschman? You guys were talking about Nucleus Jaeger? BBCSO. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's goods and bads with everything. I like Jaeger. Nucleus I don't have, but from what I hear, all the different samples and demos sound great. It's a little bit too bright for me. Like there's a lot of like saturation or something going on. And that's just maybe the demos, but there's something about the Nucleus sound that didn't really sell me. But I mean, there was a sale going on where I could have grabbed it for like $89 since I was the owner for Jaeger. But oh well, it is what it is. Social anxiety ends me. I shake just talking to people. Oh man. Well, I mean, hey, you're in a good place. You're in company there. Most, I think most composers choose this profession because they're slightly more introverted, generally speaking. But anywho, yeah, I mean, you'll figure out a way to get out of your shell, like doing live streams, for instance, on YouTube. Okay, so let's do this. I just went ahead and rendered this track just because it just kept bugging out, and I think that'll help. Next on the agenda is seeing how we can get out of this phrase. I think everything sounds great leading up to this part. I don't think we need to really do anything else. Let's then figure out how we end this. I did the cha-cha, but you know, it just sounds empty or not complete, so I'll do the cha-cha-cha. Okay. So let's do a little bit of an accent there, so alright, so what we need to do is we need to sort of manufacture the accents here just by doing that. Right, bringing down the volume a little bit. Maybe bring up the volume on this one. No, we probably need to do this. Okay. Okay, that kind of already works, but what we could do is put a little crescendo here. Okay. Then I don't know if we should go down, probably. Huh, interesting. I mean, that coming out of it, I'm just doing that boom, 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 and that actually sounds interesting. I don't want that to, like, I don't necessarily want to just fall for whatever comes my way, but I'm just gonna put this over here as an idea. Okay, all right, let's try again. Let's see. Let's keep playing that a few times. What if we went? Or even higher. Oops. Okay. Also, I didn't think about it too much, but the horns can also probably support that trumpet melody a little more. Let's see what the horns are doing. Interesting. So what if I added a third, like if this was like a split, if we split this and went higher. So G minor, B flat, right? B flat. Oops. That's interesting what I did here. I did an A to B flat. What if I... What if I went an octave and just did the trumpet melody? I might have to change this whole thing. Okay, so we have trumpet melody. That's not trumpet. Okay, here's your trumpet melody. Boom. Let's put this into here. The reason why I'm doing this now is because then this will help add some the leading out from this section, and I think I need a little bit more support. So let's see here. Oh, I gotta change this. Okay, so then all of this probably will need to change. So we go like this. Okay. make sure that this doesn't overlap. And we go. Okay, let's go to here. Okay, and then this needs to go up. F major. Okay. All right. This first half is good. G minor, right? G minor. Then it goes to B flat. B flat major. Okay, and then this is B flat major still. Let's make sure they don't overlap. Okay. Bring that closer. This is F major. Overlap. Okay, this is all funky. So we go G, C. This is a C minor chord. Okay. All right. So this is where I was like, you know, adding trumpets with the bottom, we could do something else here. So like that. That's what I was thinking. That helps me hear this all in context now. That should be a C. Like that. Let's make sure these don't overlap. Okay. Let's go about here. There you go. Wow, that's it. That's what I was hearing. Okay, yeah, the horn really helps. That's a high horn part, though. The horn also might be needing some support below it, at least in the brass parts. I'll have to look in this ensemble patch, too. But over here, we have, let's look at the general direction. Like, see how this is going up towards the end? I think the trombone needs to support that and go something like this instead. Like that. And then, you know, this stuff is funky too. I should be paying more attention to that. Let's look at this too. These are just like doubled up notes. Yeah, see, like there's some weird dissonance there. Let's see. Let's just make sure that they're not playing weird spots. Like, yeah, these should kind of play horn notes here in this ensemble patch. I see what I was doing, but now that I have actual parts, I'm just gonna double up there. Okay. Okay, so look at that. That's wrong. Yeah, I see what I was doing there. Well, you know, this isn't wrong per se because I was purposely or intentionally trying to support the trombone part, right? That's what I was doing. Okay, now I think we're okay. That doesn't really make sense if you really think about it. Like if I was orchestrating this and I saw these or put these parts into sheet music, this wouldn't really work. This would be kind of a third trombone part, so to speak. At least this section. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it. It does add some warmth and just more notes. I do like the low end too. This part here is more like a tuba and bass trombone part. So again, that's what I'm saying. This tuba part doesn't really make sense, but I just did it and it sounds fine. Cool. Let's add just a little more horn. So, like going, really bring up the juice. Cool. Yeah, that's probably enough. Okay. And then let's I'm gonna play it from here again. Before actually adding a next section, I do want to add one tweak. So let's look at the bass line again. Bass line, our power chords, power, bass. So I think it's these and these synths as well. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a moving bass line here in between the phrases. Boom, boom. What's that? Okay, so B flat and then A. Even this part, like moving with that melody. This is a B flat major chord. What if I went like this? I think maybe just doing that would be better. And then, boom. Let's hear it from there and see if that works. If I held it out. There we go. That's it. Okay. Alright, so where are we at now? So the first initial idea is bringing back that solo cello that we had here in the very beginning. I can even copy and paste this just for a quicker reference. Back over here. But not the entire melody, huh? Boom. Boom. So let's go down. Duh. Okay. Let's see how this would sound. Maybe a little longer. Okay. All right. So let's shape that just a bit. Actually, it sounds okay right there, but just a little later. Oh, where did that go? Boom. Yeah, okay, so. I might have to do a suspended pedal here. Yeah, that's better. It's there's a bow reattacking, and realistically, that you wouldn't really hear the reattack, or you would try not to at least. So then there's that, and then let's just get this out. I think we got it. So anyways, let's just take it one piece at a time. Okay, so let's do the easy stuff first. Oh, what time is it? It's 10 o'clock? Okay, great. We might have some time to mix this together too, although it's kind of hard to mix on live streaming because all the resources that are being used. So I like to use, compressors and stuff on the master chain, and that takes a lot of resources. So we'll see what we can do. I'll probably do a little mixing though. So after this, I should draw this in, huh? So how should I do this? Go over here, like that. Okay, and go back to this note. I think it's F sharp. F sharp. Okay, so let's just go to the end of that. Okay, right there. So then we should probably add this little beat back in, but the softer one over here. Like that. I see. All right, now we need a good boom. So I think we have to play this in. Here's a note. There you go. Okay. Then here it should be louder. Oh, but that's actually hitting it. There's a beat to that. There you go. Okay, let's look at some other stuff. We had snare drum coming up. We have that. Let's add this in, but quieter. You know what? Let's do the entire thing quieter. So it's still saving. Boom, boom. Go back up on the volume there, and then here, let's just delete that. Let's do this stepwise. Okay, a little quieter. Cool. Let's look at this. Let's go a little decrescendo there. Okay, and then maybe a crash, cha, cha, cha. You know, man, it sucks. From an editor standpoint, that would be really hard to take out if I just wanted to play this. That part. So I might have to reevaluate this. Let's do that. Yeah, just because there might be a chance, you know, an editor just really likes this little ending, and if there's a crash in that file that they're editing, it sounds kind of weird when they just cut and paste it into a scene. So let's just do that. That sounds a little bit more discreet, that tail on the crash cymbal. I don't think that will cut through. So all right, then we have this guy. Okay, something's not right. Oh, there you go. Let me just double check if anything else is funky there. What about this one? Nope. Okay. So next would be... Well, actually, before we go on, going back to the percussion, should we add a note at the end? Probably with this one, yeah. So let's go. a snare, maybe a snare. Let's try. All right, so I like the way it ends. There's a lot of people that would say don't end something with a sustained tail or whatever. It's better to end it on a button. But then I could see use cases for both. I think I'll just stay with this for now. I like the way it sustains out. It'll probably sound better once other things play. So let's keep going. So now we can do the melodic stuff. We have this. This is the synth bass. We're going back to our G. All right. I don't think I even need to do shaping there, which is great. Okay, timpani. G. Same thing there. I don't think I need to shape that. What do we have here? Let me just bring this out. So, I could probably cut this shorter. This is strings. Okay, so strings we have G flat. Let's do it with this one though too. These are the same exact thing. Okay. G. Okay, we'll need to shape this though. Let me find the number 0, 0. It's really hard to hear this because it's just going one at a time, but let's just do it. Let's try that again. Okay. Last one. Okay. All right. Next. These strings we have. Look at that. Is that a mistake? I think that's intentional. Dun dun, and then dun. But instead of short, let's go long. Let's see how it sounds. And yeah, it's probably better with this. Try that. Okay, let's do the other one. This one has spiccato. Oh, this is Jaeger. Okay, so let's try shaping that. Okay. Great. And let's see here. What do we have? We have brass. Okay, so bum 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 bum. You know, I should probably do that with the other strings too. Bum bum. Bum. Okay. Will this sound weird with the change? Let's see. It does sound a little bit weird. I didn't realize these had the power ones, long power. Let's see here. Let's put a marker there, 86. So at 86, maybe we'll change this articulation. We'll go all long choir, so long power. Let's see how that sounds in context. Yeah, I don't hear a drastic change. That's good. Cool. Right here, this bass line and the brass needs to be doubled with strings. So this will be easy. Let's just cut it and go bum, bum, bum. Yeah, like that. Great. What else? We have then the flutes, or just woodwinds in general. Oh, you know what? I skipped one part. Going back to the brass ensembles, we have like that. And make this a long. Okay. All right, great. Now we can probably glue these together. All right. Let's do this. Oops. Let's put this over here. Okay. I think that's it. What's over here? Looks like there's a MIDI event that is unintentionally there, so aha, what's this? Well, it's not playing, thankfully, but that's a mistake. That shouldn't be there. So let's make sure there's nothing else. Great. Okay, so when we come out of this part, let's just hear that once or twice to make sure it's smooth. And I think we're almost there. We'll just do some tweaking and finalizing. Okay, so you know that idea I had with the bass line, dun dun dun. That's not jiving with the cello, so let's just make sure the cello sounds the same rhythms, at least with the other bass line here. There it is. So what if I went bum bum bum? there's some slurring. Just have to pull it ahead. That sounds better. Okay, and then the bass line and the sits I did not fix. So let's fix that. Oh, hello. Let's try that again. That sounds better. Cool. All right. And then what other things? What other things? I think actually I had one other thought. I do want to change the drums here to make it louder. So it's okay. Maybe bring it up just the extra dB there. And then right here, let's just put a drum fill of some kind. So we had these guys, the Arc 1, Epic Percussion, and these licensed to drum, also Armageddon. One of these, let's just take a look and add a little drum fill to get out of that phrase and to the next. So I think it's 77. Okay, so let's look at this. Something like that. I mean, it doesn't have to be that. It works pretty well though. Let's just bring down that volume slightly. Yeah, so it's controlled by CC11. Cool. And then let's do that here too. Let's put some kind of accent to match up. Like that. Okay, maybe a downbeat. Okay. Maybe another one there. Bum, bum, bum. If I were to do this, how would that sound? That's a bit loud. just gonna add that in just for the hell of it. Let's hear it. This needs to be a little bit spread out. Brilliant. Oops. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. So there's plenty of teal there. All right. So the last thing is, let's just put the chords in here. So at 70, measure 70, we have all this. Something didn't line up. Let's see. Oh, well. Let's fix that. There you go. Push that in, push that in. Is that right? Push this in, push this in. Okay, and then do it again here. So just one more, and then G chord, G minor, to end it. All right, let's put the monitors on. So what I'm going to do now is take off these annoying headphones, and I'm going to mute myself, and we'll mix it through the big speakers here. So let's try that and make some choices and mixing decisions as we go. Couple things I need to do actually is unmute my stuff so I can hear on the monitors. Change this. Okay, now I can remute. So yeah, we're automating that so it just blends in a little bit more. Here we go. So when I brought down these loops, the percussion loop here, it got too quiet on this section. So let's bring this back up. Do a more a seamless transition. Something like that. Let's do that. Something dropped out maybe. I don't know. It sounded a little weird. I'm going to try that. Well, you can see it in the sample. It's actually it's this loop. That's weird. I'm actually going to do the one thing. I could either slow down the tempo at the end or just do this. I think I'm going to do this and time stretches so that it's just a little bit longer. Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to say 3 whole measures, but let's say that much. Let's try that again. Sorry. Is that right? No, that's time stretch. All right. That's the normal one. So, a couple things with the mixing is a lot of it is just the balance and the blend. A lot of this is pre-EQ'd and balanced with the panning already. So those are just a couple things to watch out for: is the panning, balancing. It was a bit hot here with certain instruments, so the balance could be a little better. Although I liked how powerful it was. So if we can just dial down some of those problematic areas, that'll make this track sound even better. So let's start with the problematic spots. I was hitting a lot of them. This is the one that really jumped out to me. So let's go ahead and start there. So with this one, I think I added a compressor. Yeah, I did. Let's maybe dial the compressor in a little more. See. It's doing quite a bit of compressing. Let's go a little harder. And then what else? There's this one. This is a different track that I separated out. This one has another compressor. It's a fab filter. I've been trying to get better with other plugins I have. This one I don't think I even dialed in, did I? Let's see. I did. Okay, so maybe we'll drive that harder as well. Whoa. So compressor's hitting hard. I think this is the last part. Oh yeah, interesting. So this is the only section. Okay. We can just bring this down. I'm wondering if I should do it in the post fader. Let's do it in the post fader. Let's go section by section. Okay. So just like find those problematic areas and work on that for a bit. I think uh, the just my observations is trumpets can always get overwhelmingly loud. It helps to put some delays and reverb and kind of turn down the dry signal of the trumpets, then EQ it. So that's sort of the process there. The other thing is maybe the beginning. If we could just work on the beginning a little more, let's try that. All right. Overall, I mean, it could use some more mixing and mastering, but I think the composition is pretty strong. So then, if we go over here, let's just look at this transition again. I had this on for another track in my for the album actually. So I think this will help. I'm gonna put the sustain back up just a bit. Okay, I think that's it for today, guys. I took it as far as I can without my ears going out on me. So with some fresh ears and another day or two, I can call this track complete. There'll be little tweaks and things you hear, but overall, this is where it's at. So yeah, I'll go ahead and play it from top and bottom. See what you guys think. Thank you guys again for watching. I do appreciate all of you guys that do take the time to watch. There might be a few of you still remaining. But yeah, other than that, you guys can always watch it post live stream always. And I try to keep it commercial free, at least in the middle. So like when once you start it, there might be a commercial, and when it ends, there may be a commercial, but in between, I try not to. That way, you guys can skip around if you want to look at the overview and jump around. But that is still a thing, and I'm still trying to keep that commercial free. So, all right. Anyways, I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and press play. All right, guys. Well, that's a wrap for this series. I had a blast writing this track together. It's always fun to see what you guys have to suggest as well in terms of any you know ideas that I might have thought of like beforehand or even after. And then when I think about it more, it's nice to kind of get the just second opinions on what people hear differently than I do. So I do appreciate those suggestions. Feel free to make comments anytime afterwards in the descriptions or in the post live stream as well. So, with that being said, I think I'm going to close this out and start a new one next week. So, stay tuned for that. Be sure to be signed up for my newsletter so that you can actually know when those live streams are. You'll be the first to know. Um, Also, I'd love to see more Twitch people out there. Um, I do have a Twitch channel, and I think I have maybe 21 followers right now. So if you guys use Twitch as well, be sure to add me on there. It's own compositions, and the more the merrier. I started Twitch maybe 6 months ago, so I like to get that going as well. Okay, well, thanks a lot again, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys.